Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Keeping It Chaotic podcast. My name is Ava.
And I am Cheyenne. And today we're going to be warm and cozy. And we got our blankets. It is so freezing in my house right now. But yeah, on today's episode, we are going to just kind of talk about literally anything that comes to mind. We don't have a set episode today. We're kind of just talking out of our asses and just saying whatever we want to say. So you're either going to love this episode or really love this episode.
You're going to love it either way. So, we couldn't just figure out what we could talk about today. It was kind of last minute. So, yeah, you're still going to enjoy it. It's going to be fun. Bear with us. Yeah.
We've been together all day and we just kind of figured we're together. Might as well film a podcast. Usually we have a play-by-play of kind of at least an idea of what we're going to do. We don't have any of that today. So I think just kind of talking about maybe our interests at the moment and favorite things. So I have favorite song, favorite book. If we're going through anything, we're just going to overshare today.
Yes. Like every other episode. I know last week let me try that again. I know last week we kind of implemented the favorite pop culture moment of the week, but I think since we do pre-record these episodes, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite pop culture moment of the week.
To have a current that happened today kind of pop culture thing, or it just seems kind of delayed when the episodes do come out. But it is real time for us at the time. So instead of doing that, we're going to incorporate, like I had just said, our favorite, just anything. So books, TV shows we're into, songs, literally anything. So it's just going to be our favorites of the moment.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and share my favorite. Recently, Stick Season by Noah Kahan has been on replay. Yeah, I just can't get enough of that song. It is so good. I'll be belting it in my car. So good. 10 out of 10. Listen if you haven't. Love it.
My favorite thing. Why did I scream that? My favorite thing right now is Steven Sanchez. I have the fattest crush on him right now, and I don't even know why. It literally just came out of nowhere. I think TikTok just put me in the Steven Sanchez chokehold, and I am here for it. And yeah, I don't know how much of this part I'm gonna put in, but I can tell that I'm PMSing because I literally cried the other day because I couldn't be friends with Steven Sanchez.
I get it.
So something's a brewing, and you know how it is, girlies. The girlies get it. Girlies that get it, and the girlies that don't. Anyway.
What do we talk about? Okay, I think lately me and Cheyenne have really been talking about filming an episode on dating and our experiences and that sort of thing. I personally don't have much to say in the dating aspect because I have been single my entire life, which is so fantastic and great.
Love that for you.
Yeah, I'm thriving as a single lady, even though my family is really trying to force me into that relationship status, and it's just not working out, which is cool.
Yeah, I feel anytime Ava and I hang out, if her parents are there and they see me, they're like, make sure you find her a boyfriend. Make sure you find her someone wherever you're going. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? What is this episode? Very on brand. But yeah, I'm just like, I got it. When really, I'm not trying to help you find a boyfriend at all, because why? Enjoy your life. Have fun. You're so young.
Yeah, I'm 20. I think also part of it is because like my brother has a girlfriend and now my parents want me to have a boyfriend and I'm like, where the hell am I gonna find a boyfriend at? Like I don't go anywhere. I don't have a job. Unfortunately. I don't I went to fashion school, so it's like where what? Where am I supposed to find a guy there? Not to like typecast or anything, but like it's just the honest truth. Like my classes were full of gay boys. Like go you, but like obviously I wasn't gonna date them. Like what do you want me to
Not the lane you were aiming for, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
and we also, the only other place we go is concerts, and it's just a whole lot of fangirls or boyfriends that are with their fangirls. It's tough out here for you, huh?
kind of, but like also I just genuinely do not care like whatsoever. Like I'm fine. Like I have you that I can hang out with. Like I don't know, like I have my girls that I can hang out with and that's fine. I don't think that I need like a boy because I feel like we kind of mentioned this in like our best friend breakup episode where like when girls get boyfriends, they kind of tend to like neglect their other friends and just like mainly focus on their relationship, which I've been a victim of in the past and it's not the best it's not the best situation to be in. Um so yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm like kind of happy that I'm like not that kind of girl at the moment. Maybe I will be in the future, but as of now, guys, hit me up. I'm kidding, don't please.
DMs, you know? And I feel like I'm on the opposite spectrum of that. I'm currently in a relationship, and I've been in a relationship since I was 20 years old. So I've been with my boyfriend since I was Ava's age. And I mean, before then, like, I just had terrible, like, dating history, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like I generally have a type, but at least back then, like, I think the type was just like a terrible person, kind of. Like, I mean, obviously, like, in the beginning of relationships, everyone shows like their best qualities, the best sides of them. It's like the honeymoon stage. And then, like, you just get to really know somebody, and you're just like, who are you? Like, I don't even know who you are anymore. And yeah, the kind of guys that, like, I dated prior to, like, my current relationship were just, the best way to describe it was young. They were just kids, essentially, you know, and they acted their age. And I think being the oldest sibling for myself, at least, like, I feel like I had to grow up a lot quicker. So my maturity was definitely more than the guys that I was dating at that current time. So it was just like frustrating. Like, why can't you just grow up? Or why are you acting like a child when, like, they just, that was their quality. And my boyfriend that I'm dating now is older than me. So I think that's why, like, I was drawn to him, because he was more mature than the guys that I was, like, previously dating. So that's like,
Yeah, like it was different for you to have that kind of experience.
yeah, it was different from going someone that was like my age, 19, 20, and then at the time my boyfriend was 25 and I was 20. So it was like kind of like a big age gap, I guess, but like on the same maturity level. Like, that's how I think we related. And we related on a lot of like common interests and stuff. So that's how that happened. But before then, men were trash, and they just play with your feelings, and they know they have you, so they're just like, let's mess around with this girl, and then also this girl, and then maybe her friend, and they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna go.
I think especially in high school, if you're surrounded by a group of friends that also are in relationships, it's easy to like force yourself in a way to get into relationships yourself, even though they maybe aren't the best for you, which, is okay. Like, I get it. Um, but yeah, I think that, like, personally, I, um, I, I, I think that a lot of people always tell me that they can never see me in a relationship. And I think that usually when you tell someone that, they take it as a bad thing. And like, I get how it can be seen as a bad thing, taken as a bad thing, but like, I don't know. I've never been offended by that. I'm like, oh, thanks. Like, cause I think that I see it as like, I am very independent in their eyes, and I like don't need a man to depend on. And I don't know, like, tell me you don't see me in a relationship ever. Like, great, good. I love hearing that.
Thriving either way, it's fine.
Yeah, and I think that I I listened to the Zach Sing show, which is another podcast, and recently they had Christopher Sternilo on there. And Chris has said in the past that like his biggest fear is having a girlfriend, and like same, having a boyfriend literally is terrifying for me. Um, but they were asking him like why is that his biggest fear, and he was like, I don't really look into my life. Basically, he was saying that he doesn't look into his life and think about his future with like a family or like a significant other or kids. He thinks of his life in the future with his siblings and with his family and his parents. And I like totally resonated with that because I I don't know, I've just never like pictured myself like fully in a relationship, like living with a man, like that's kind of terrifying. And yeah, I think I just really resonated with what he was saying because I think that I could fully be content with like being by myself. I don't know if that's a horrible thing to say, but like,
No, it's just you're independent and you have like goals, and your goal isn't to, you know, be a significant other, be a mom, like maybe one day, but like as of now, you're just like, I'm gonna do me, and I'm not gonna worry about bringing somebody else into the mix.
yeah. And like, if you're the total opposite of me, good for you. Like, you want to get married right now in this very moment and you want to have kids, go for it. Like, good for you. But that's just like not my experience, I feel like. I think that, like, as a girl too, you always hear people talking about like their weddings and like planning it like as they grow up. And I don't know, I've just never thought about that fully. So it's kind of like wild to think about.
I mean, even like me, like I'm in a relationship, but like I've never been the kind of girl that like envisioned her wedding. Like I don't have like these saved plans somewhere that like, oh, these are going to be my colors, this is going to be my theme. Like I've just never even had the anticipation of like getting married. I think it just like is a scary thing. And I know that like it's mostly our generation that doesn't like want to get married now, but it's because we've seen so many failed relationships, and like coming from like a single mom. Like my mom raised me, and like my parents weren't together. So like that was not something that I had ever seen like with my own eyes. So I had just like thought, you're going to grow up and you're going to be independent and you're going to do what you're going to do as long as you're happy, essentially. And like I seen my mom struggle, but I also seen her like as this amazing independent woman that like didn't let no stop her from anything. So I think it just depends on like your, surrounding. If your parents have been like married for 40, 50 years and they have this amazing relationship, then like obviously you go along with that, I think.
Yeah, you have like a different viewpoint.
Yeah, and I just think everyone's different, and I think that's why like me and Ava work so well, because we are kind of so much the same, but also like complete opposites. Like you've never been in a relationship. I'm currently in the longest relationship I've been in my life. I have 2 kids. Ava doesn't have kids.
Thank God.
Yeah. But like there's just like common things that we like relate on, but also we can like give you 2 different perspectives. So I think it just like works really well. But yeah, I have been in this relationship for a long time, but I just feel like everything is new to me. So, like, this is the first time I've lived with a guy. Obviously, the first time I had a baby was with this person. And, like, you truly don't know the person that you're dating until you, like, move in with them. So, like, when I hear people saying, like, oh, yeah, we're getting married, but we don't live together, I'm like, interesting.
Good luck.
I mean, like, so happy for you. I hope everything goes well. But I feel like I truly didn't know my boyfriend until I moved in with him. And, like, you just see them in, like, their natural habitat, essentially, like, with nobody else, no other pressures around you. Like, it's genuinely just them as a person. And they have, like, nobody else to hide behind. So it's like you truly see them for who they are, like, how they handle certain situations. And I feel like it's like a huge wake up call. Like you truly get to know somebody during that time. And when I first moved in with my boyfriend, he had lived alone and then we moved in with roommates, and I feel like that was a lot. Like bringing other people, like, not into the relationship, but like in our surroundings, like I just feel like people obviously change depending on like who they're around sometimes. So I feel like that aspect of it was, and it was during COVID. So it was like we were all stuck together in this house and we were like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it was like an interesting time for everyone.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I think like also, as cliche as it is, when people say like, oh, they'll come when you're least expecting it, and you're just like, okay, whatever. But like that happened to me. Like I was fully, I think I had just turned 20. I think I was like almost 20. Yeah, I was like 20, a little bit after 20, and I was just like getting out of this, like, I don't even know what it wasn't like. It was just like this game this guy was playing with me pretty much, and I was just like, honestly, like, I'm just gonna hang out with my girls, worry about myself, try to look for a new job, and like maybe go back to school. Like, I was just so focused on like, what am I gonna do to like just completely change my life path and like worry about me. And within like 3 months, that's when I got with my boyfriend, and I was like, where did you come from? Like, literally least, when I was least expecting it. So it is true, I will say. But I feel like you also have to be open to the opportunity. So
Which normally I am not, so
you're like, don't, I'm not claiming that energy. Keep that away from me.
literally run away from teenage boys.
Teenage boys are terrifying.
They are so scary.
Yeah.
I can't.
But now you're 20, so
Yeah.
no more teenage boys. That's illegal.
I feel like boys never. Never mind. Boys don't grow up, so.
You're right. You say what you say with your chest, you know?
Boys, I'll yell it. Boys never grow up, so.
Yeah, I can. That is true. And if you're a boy watching this and you're like, what the fuck? I'm grown. I'm mature.
You're literally the person we're talking
You're
about.
probably the person we're talking about. So, but thank you for listening. Love you.
Thanks for the views. We love you so much.
Anyway,
moving on.
Coachella lineup. What do you think about it, Miss? I'm going to Coachella.
I am going to Coachella. Yeah, the lineup came out yesterday. I can't think of what it is on the top of my head, so I have to look it up. Genuinely, I don't know. I'm just happy to be going. I don't know that I really care what the lineup is, if I'm honest. I think that's just the experience of it is gonna be like hella fun. I don't know.
Coachella fun.
Yeah, Coachella fun. I'm just looking forward to it. I do think that like having Tyler the Creator headline though is like kind of a low ball. I think he had his own
He
festival.
has,
yeah. So why is he headlining Coachella also? Like, you were doing your own thing. Let someone else get a chance, you know what I mean?
If you listen to last week's episode about our favorite albums, I mentioned how Lana Del Rey changed my life. And Ava said, "You're going to be so upset with me if Lana headlines." And guess who's fucking headlining?
Miss Lana Del Rey.
And guess who's not going?
Giant.
Me. I am so incredibly devastated, but you know, I have 2 little babies that, I just can't leave for 3 days, so it is unfortunate. I guess I could take them.
You could.
That definitely doesn't sound like a fun time, but I'm so happy for
Changing
you.
diapers in the middle of Coachella Valley.
It's fine. Maybe, in another life I'll go to Coachella, but
maybe. I'm also really surprised that Sabrina Carpenter is like so low. Yeah. Like her name is so small on the list, which is shocking to me because it's literally Sabrina Carpenter.
What's happening with No Doubt? Is that like a reunion, or is she not, like, has anything been talked about?
I don't know, but you know how I feel about Gwen Stefani after The Voice, so I'm just not going to comment.
Got it. Moving on. Team Niall Slay.
Yeah, me and Cheyenne went to The Voice taping a couple of times, and Gwen is obviously a coach. We were there to see Niall.
I was there to see
John.
Reba. So.
John looked me in the eyes, but that's besides the point. Yeah, we went to The Voice taping, and Gwen was just like, I don't know, like a lot.
I think you can just, what I'm gonna say is, I'm not gonna sit here and diss Gwen Stefani, but I will say, when the camera is on, she is kind of a little bit of a different person than when the camera is off, from our perspective. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But every other coach was the exact same that you see on TV. I feel like hers is kind of like a switch that she does, like, I'm on TV, let's, hey everybody, let's be upbeat, and then the cameras turn off and it's not really that energy anymore. So I feel like we're big energy people, and we're getting that vibe from Gwen.
Yeah, but she has more money than us, obviously, so we'll give her a pass, I guess.
No doubt somebody loves her out there, Blake Shelton.
No doubt somebody loves her.
Thank you.
That was a great joke.
Thank you so much.
But yeah, I will definitely be posting a lot at Coachella. Maybe not at Coachella because the service is obviously not the best in the middle of the desert, but follow me on my socials if you want to see some Coachella content. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will be stitching all of her TikToks crying, so can't wait for that. Follow me to, see that.
A little at-home Coachella for you.
Coachella on my couch. Front row. Can't beat it. With the shower right here. Sign me up.
I'm low-key terrified for the camping part of it. I will not lie to you. That literally scares the shit out of me, but it's okay. I was literally talking to my brother's girlfriend the other day. I was like, how do you, like, at night, do you wash your face? Like, how does this work? And she was like, yeah, just bring, like, makeup wipes and we have, like, a thing of water. I was like, okay, cool. Sounds good. I can't wait.
She's like, yeah, we just reuse the water. Have swamp ass the whole time. We are so delusional today, I feel like. Everything is making me giggle, so.
Me and Cheyenne had an interview before this, so we kind of put all of our energy into that. No. It was an audition. It was
We
not
had
an
an
interview.
audition this morning. Not this morning, but
Yes.
today.
And it lasted a very long time. And it was honestly fun. I
It
had
was so
fun.
much fun.
Definitely out of my comfort zone, but you know, we have to go back in 2 weeks. Send good vibes.
Wish us luck for two unemployed sisters.
2 unemployed sisters. I'm employed, but my paycheck pretty much says you're unemployed, so.
It's brutal out here.
It says, here's a little couch change, sis. Do what you want with it. It's brutal. It's brutal out here. Don't blame me, love made me crazy if it does shit too. This is my rendition of the transition of Don't Blame Me and Look What You Made Me Do. I need help. I'm shy. No, we're not doing that.
Is that a pun?
No, I was literally just saying I'm shy. I didn't pick my name, and that wasn't the aim I was going for. I swear. I'm literally shy. I'm so over this cough situation.
Dude, me too. We have been sick for... dude, I've been sick for like probably a month. And it's like not COVID. I
But,
tested.
like,
I don't know what the hell it is, but
I feel like it's not even like I'm actively sick. Like the only thing that is left is this cough that just will not go away. Like I don't have a fever. I don't have even a stuffy or a runny nose. Nothing. I just have this fucking cough that won't go away. So send help. We have to literally take cough breaks in between doing this podcast.
literally every 10 minutes it's like, excuse us.
Cough break.
Have a cough break.
Or we'll start, sorry about our voice.
Sorry about our voices. We are sick still.
I'm sick.
Ooh, you whore. Everyone's saying that the new Mean Girls movie is like really bad.
I've heard terrible things about it. But my Connie baby is in it, so I have to watch it.
Literally the only reason I want to watch it. But I also don't because I hate musicals. I hate...
Like cheesy musicals or just musicals in general?
Well, I love musicals, but when they take like a non-musical movie and make it into a musical, I'm like, why? Like, it was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
The way it was. Like, take me to
I love that play.
excuse my stutter. Like, take me to Pantages. I'll sit down. I fucking love plays like that. One of my favorite things to do is go to Pantages and see a play, but like movie musicals, unless it's Grease or Sound of Music, I can't do it.
No Mamma Mia?
No.
Oh.
High School Musical movies, Grease, Sound of Music, I'm there. Anything else, goodbye. Can't watch it.
High School Musical
Can't do
movies.
it.
Have you not seen Descendants? Do you not like Descendants?
I have never seen Descendants. I do not like watching movie musicals.
Oh my gosh. Well, I have a little sister, so I watch Descendants, and I think it's great. And I think you should watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, like, thank you for your opinion, but I will not be watching.
I will not be partaking in that, but thank you so much.
Anyway, back to Connie baby.
Are you okay? We are both like famously Team Conrad.
I am Team Conrad till I die. Take me out as a Team Conrad girlie.
If anyone is Team Jeremiah, unfollow, goodbye. Don't, but like,
That's the wrong choice, first of all.
don't actually unfollow, but like,
Okay.
Are you okay?
No, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I don't care what kind of backlash I get, because I feel like 90% of the people that have read the books of The Summer I Turned Pretty or watched the TV show, I am so anti-Belly that I can't even, like, I don't even care if you're Team Jeremiah or Team Conrad. I am just Team anti-Belly, and that's that.
She is just playing these boys like nobody's business. All Weather Mom is dying. Sorry if you haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen it, that, you know.
You're literally living under a rock.
But it's so good. I think I didn't read the books until after I watched the first season, but the accuracy, at least from the second book and the second season, is really good. Like, I think that was my favorite book. And yeah, I just have been a Belly hater from the start. Their mom is literally dying, and you're worried about.
Literally worried about who you're going to spend the rest of your life with.
And then ruining their life on top of it. Like, you should be the least of their worries. But no, you're still breaking their hearts. And you're going to do that to my Conrad?
Not Connie.
Not Connie, baby.
I think that, like, obviously, if you haven't read the books and you have watched the show, read the books. Like, 100% read the books. Obviously, the show is good, but, like, the books, 10 times better. And the book is also, like, at least the first book is a lot different from the show. The second one, like Cheyenne said, is a bit more spot on. But yeah, I think if you are a book reader also, you are, and if you've read the books, you are Team Conrad. I've had a cousin who watched the first 2 seasons and then was like, "Can I borrow your books?" So I gave her my books, and she was like, I actually just gave her the third book, but she read it and she came back to me after and was like, "I'm Team Conrad now." She was Team Jeremiah before, but then after she read it, she was like, "I don't know why I was ever Team Jeremiah. Like, Connie is the way to go."
And honestly, those books are like, there is 3 books, obviously, but like, they're such easy reads, I feel like.
Yeah.
I finished them so quick.
Yeah, well, they're young adult books, so
Yeah.
they're an easy read, fun read, good. You know, Jenny Han. And, like, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, EXO Kitty, like, she just knows how to do it all. And I can't recommend the books enough.
I do have beef with her, though, for playing delicate during a Jeremiah and Belly scene, but you know what? It's fine. We can overlook that as long as season 3 goes the way that it needs to go.
Yeah, as long as it goes the way that it is in the book, us Conrad girlies are winning.
Season 2, we are in the trenches right now, you know, but I just hope we come back strong and the third book is honored the way that it was written. And yeah. But also seeing him at Jingle Ball.
Oh my god. Let me tell you, we were sitting in our seats and I'm like scrolling on Instagram and I see Kiss FM post that he was like there on the red carpet. And I was like, "Oh my god, Cheyenne."
Chris Brinley, just to like
Briney.
clarify. Brinley? Briney? Oh, fake fan. Sorry.
Sorry, Chris.
Sorry. Love you. But yeah,
Chris Briney, Conrad was there. And I was like, we are literally in the presence of Chris Briney right now, wherever the hell he is. And then, like, 2 minutes later, kid you not, we hear the announcer say, "From the new movie Mean Girls." And I, like, grabbed Cheyenne and I was like, "Oh my god, he's here."
Yeah, I think we like freaked out for different reasons though, because I heard Mean Girls and I was like, Renee Rapp's here. I didn't even think about him being there because I was like, that's so random. But then he walks out and I was like, no. He like starts screaming. Ava's on the floor freaking out.
Literally started having a panic attack. I was like, there's no way he's here right now.
The most random, beautiful singer.
Every time he does all the interviews I've seen of the Mean Girls cast, they're always like, "Chris sings?"
He's like, no.
And he's like, "No,
Absolutely not.
never again. Not doing that."
Yeah, if you watch the second season and you've seen his beautiful masterpiece of a song that he played on the guitar, you know what we're talking about.
I skip that scene every time. I can't do it. I'm so sorry.
I just like think about like how many takes did that take for everyone to just not laugh, because you can tell that
I would be in the front row, like, peeing my pants of
like,
laughing.
how many takes did that take for them to get through that scene? I need to know. Jenny Han, let us know, please.
Yeah, please. You know what my reaction to Chris Briney coming out reminds me of when Harry played To Be So Lonely. And we both grabbed Alina, which is Cheyenne's sister, and we were like, oh my god!
Yeah, I truly, I mean, if you went to Love on Tour, you know that Harry didn't sing To Be So Lonely. Like, it wasn't on his set list. And on the way there, we were like, can't wait till he sings To Be So Lonely. Like, just, like, kidding around. And this motherfucker plays. He's like, you know what? The girls are here. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. And my sister was sitting in between us, and we literally heard the first two chords, and we just both grabbed her
And we're like, oh my god!
And then, like, I thought, oh my gosh, I was going the second day also, and I had pit tickets, and I was like, he's gonna sing To Be So Lonely. Did not sing it. I was in the pit waiting for To Be So Lonely, and it didn't happen.
Did it for us the day before.
Yeah.
That was also like our first concert together, and also like our first time hanging out in forever. So
I think, like, prior to that, I mean, I had seen you at, like, your graduation party and stuff, but, like, before then, I don't think we had been together since I was in middle school, when, like, I briefly lived there.
yeah, we used to live like down the street from each other for like a few years. How long was it? Do you know?
I was there pretty much all of middle school, so almost 3 years, I think I had lived there.
Okay, yeah. So we used to live like right down the street from each other, but I don't know. I literally don't remember anything from you guys living there, like whatsoever. But literally the only memory I have is you were like staying over one night and we stayed up till like 4 a.m. playing Uno. I don't know why
In the dining room? Or was it in the dining room?
I think it was in my room.
Maybe. Honestly, the only thing that I remember from, like, your room was the a little bit longer Jonas Brothers poster, and I was like, she likes the Jonas Brothers. Like, oh my gosh.
I don't even remember that about my room.
And mind you, like, I think I was middle school, so I was like 12, so Ava was like 7, 8. I was like, she's so cool. She has a Jonas Brothers poster.
Yeah, I didn't even know I had a Jonas Brothers. I don't remember anything, bro, so that was fun to learn.
Yeah, I think, like, when she obviously, like, came to school out here closer, we started getting closer, going to concerts and stuff. But, like, prior to that, we hadn't really, like, had a close relationship. So,
Yeah.
common interests. I mean, we're technically family, but, I mean, we're not, like,
Yeah.
we're second cousins, like we said in the first video. So, like, my mom and her dad are cousins. Okay, so my phone stopped recording the video, so I don't really know where we left off. So I think that is a clear sign to end this episode.
Yeah, sorry, we just like spilled and talked about everything
Yeah.
today. We were kind of all over the place.
I think just a little bit of writer's block got in the way of it, so
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I hope you guys still enjoyed this episode. I think it was nice to just kind of like talk.
yeah,
Kinda
and not
feels like
really
we're-
like go off of like certain points, just kind of wherever our brain took us, I think.
A little less structured. Like we're on FaceTime. You guys are our friends, so
Every now and then maybe you'll get a few of these videos because we do try to plan them as much as possible, but sometimes, you know,
it's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard coming up with ideas sometimes, so
Yeah, because we don't want to do like the same thing, and then we also don't want to like copy other people. So
yeah, if you guys have like ideas for us, also recommendations of things to talk about, let us know. We're always open to different ideas.
yeah, completely open. So anything helps. Truly, if you are liking the podcast, feel free to let us know. Like, comment which favorite episode of yours.
We also got a lot of good feedback on our best friend breakups episode, which we just want to thank you guys for. Honestly, we started like our mindset for that episode to help anyone who is going through that, and we do feel like we achieved that through that episode. So thank you guys for listening and for appreciating what we were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously like don't have the intention that like all these people are going to listen to the episode, but we hope that like people that do listen genuinely enjoy the content that's coming out, or can relate or just take anything away from whatever we're saying. So we really do appreciate everything so far as like following, subscribing, even just letting us know messages like, oh my god, listen to the podcast, it was so funny, loved it. Like literally the smallest things mean like so much to us. So thank you guys. And yeah.
Make sure to follow the pod on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We are now officially streaming on all platforms. I know Apple Music or Apple Podcast was taking a lot of time to work out for us, but it's up now. We're streaming on everything.
But yeah, we're trying to be more consistent. And I think the just kind of rambling videos are gonna happen every now and then, but I enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
I think we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.